I'm Amanda Miller, and I voice Sailor Jupiter.
I'm Lauren Landa, and I play Sailor Neptune.
I'm Erica Mendez, and I voice Sailor Uranus.
I'm Jeremy Lee, and I voice Sailor Venus.
I'm Christina B, and I voice Sailor Mars.
I don't really feel like it's changed the way I approach the character, just because, I don't know, since I've been on the ride with her, I kind of feel like when I go into voice, I'm not like going, who is she? How am I gonna, what's my process? How am I gonna do it? I just kind of go in and I just become a part of the story. So it kind of feels like I'm just living in there, reacting as she will. So it doesn't really feel like it's that different. It feels like a natural progression as the story has gone and the arc has gone. So I kind of just feel like, okay, we're in the flow. This makes sense. And while there's changes, I mean, now it did change the way I sound because we've got a star choker. So that changed everything for me. Not really, but I was very excited about it, and I was like, I need to get myself a star choker. So that changed.
We did this great episode where it's like a Mars-centric episode, and so the plot is Mamoru has to stay at Ray's shrine, and Ray walks in on Mamoru. And this episode is dealing with that.
What?
It's really funny.
I remember that.
It was mostly like Ray and Usagi and Mamoru.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
funny.
And Usagi was really upset as well because it like created like a little rift between you guys.
I mean, that surprised me because I hadn't seen that obviously before.
Did it change the way that you approached your feelings with Mamoru?
No, I feel like I know that she will go on a journey. I feel like she's still at the beginning though. She's still in high school. No high schoolers know what they're doing yet.
That was very exciting. Instead of saying like Juban Middle School, to say Juban High School. And I when I had that line, I was like, so excited to go to high school with you.
I keep forgetting they're so giant in my head. I'm like, they're not in middle school. They're at least 25.
I did appreciate though that once we started discussing with Usagi and Sailor Venus, I feel like we bonded over the fact that we're both not that great at school, and suddenly her misquoting of quotes made a whole new level of sense, and I appreciated that. So that was new, and I liked that.
I don't think so. I think what's great about all of these characters is that we all fit together as a team, and it all feels very natural. I think that they all fit together. It's like one big giant puzzle piece, honestly, or puzzle that we are all pieces of, and we kind of form together. And I've always found that to be really cool, how it's just, even though the outer guardians and the inner guardians haven't worked together for very long, at least in this life, it still comes natural to all of us. So that's what I've always found to be pretty cool.
And I do find it interesting how the Guardians are kind of split up. Not like a whole lot, but there are the Outers. They have their own relationship. Hotaru and Chibiusa have their own relationship. Chibiusa and Usagi have theirs, and then all of us four, I feel like we all bounce off of each other in different ways.
Yeah, and I think there will be times where I will say, well, what separates me from Jupiter? What separates me from Ray? Because I feel like there will be times where we'll overlap and we'll have some things in common. But I kind of like that, because then if we were all so completely different, it wouldn't make sense to why we would be friends. But like we have that whole video game thing with Usagi, and like that's a fun thing that connects us all. So we have moments where we overlap, and I feel like we've gotten to do a lot of like boy-centric things or plant-centric things. But I feel like we've all bonded and we overlap in different ways, which is kind of nice, because then you get to see, oh, well, this is how their friendship is unique, and I don't really think it's like, well, I don't know where we fit in this team. It's kind of like where we fit with each other, and we have unique relationships with each other, which is one of the reasons why I love all of those slice of life scenes with all of us individually, because I get to see more of our relationships, like with me and Makoto and all of that stuff, and it's just kind of nice to see like, oh, this is how our friendship is, and this is how we connect, and it's special with each of us, which is cool.
I kind of wish I had more of that with you guys. I feel like I have my own little in the next little world.
Maybe we'll each have an episode where we babysit you.
Oh,
I actually think a part of that is a little sad that Hotaru, like every time I watch S, for example, I always get so sad for Hotaru because she doesn't really get to experience her life as a Sailor Guardian. She doesn't really get to experience her life as a normal kid, you know, because she's been sick for a good portion of the time. Exactly. And then she's, you know, she goes back to being a baby, and then she's rushed to. It's had a rough life, kid.
I know. It's also why Chibiusa and Hotaru connect so much is Chibiusa probably feels like being the only kid growing up with a bunch of adults.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, she never had any.
I don't have a friend, and they can't get that.
Because I'm younger than you guys are.
Yeah, right. But
So,
you're older than.
But I'm still a
Chibiusa.
little older.
And I also feel like having an older, like, alter personality that's really evil really helps bond.
Black lady.
You're really good at relating to all ages. You're like, you relate to evil adults, you know? You relate to babies who are also evil.
Maybe in the future you'll incarnate as a cat. Just so you really relate to everybody.
Then you'll be perfect.
You gotta be kidding me.
We have fun.
I don't know what. I don't think this is a Jupiter thing, but I actually really don't like puns. Like the
I love
they make me angry.
The cheesier the better.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, I guess it's because it's such extreme dad humor. Like I can see Mamoru being kind of.
So if we do a challenge, can we get a bowl of Laffy Taffy and we just read all of the jokes in front of Amanda and see how long it takes her to crack?
Just like tiny.
Amanda, I have a serious question. Oh no. How are you feline?
This is a cat caster.
Why is I love that.
I do like that scene.
She's thinking, you guys are freaking me out.
That was a self one.
Yeah,
that was like, I was like, yeah, maybe. I saw what you did. I hated you.
Talk. There's no hesitation. Oh, man. Cat cafes.
Except like all the cats are fancy and talk.
No.
I would hope that we would have evolved a little bit more and that there was more like people were more empathetic and compassionate and more aware of other people, because I feel like especially in the way the world works right now, everybody's in a phone where they've got a million things going on and so many ways to be distracted that there's so many excuses to not be aware of other people. So I would hope in 900 years that we have evolved and become more compassionate and empathetic and less like stuck in a screen seeking validation from virtual people, and we're more open to be honest. Yeah. That'd be great.
I don't know if that'll happen, but
I don't think it would. But there will still be tacos. And we can bond over tacos.
Right.
And Netflix. And Netflix.
And we can like take photos with our phones and like, look how much fun we're having with each other 900 years in the future. We're socializing.
We were all just signing posters, and we were all thinking, what was it, like 10 years from now, 30 years from now, where will we be?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Would you want to exist in the future?
Oh, I said cat cafes, but
Cat cafes.
I don't know.
Is that good enough for you?
Ooh,
You love cats.
pillows.
Pillows.
Yeah, you know those cooling pillows?
Oh,
Yeah. Man, you like lay on and it always stays cool. It's like a weird like memory foam cooling situation.
They're nice.
I just want it to like be cheaper. So like when we be here,
In 900 years, they probably will.
Yeah,
but
let's
the price
hope.
will go down.
Because they'll have better ones.
I love pillows.
That sounds so
I
cool.
love pillows, sweaters, soup. It's like increasingly sounding like a 180-year-old woman.
I know, you really like comfort.
Yeah, I really do. Leggings. I do
personally
like a
like
maxi
discomfort,
dress
but-
as well. You know, also
corrugated ice.
Hey, didn't the world like? No, it's not cooling. It's heating.
Oh.
Yeah. I would find if it was an ice age. I just
Maybe 450 years from now it'll like fit.
it'll be like, all right,
Yeah,
this
so there we go.
is too hot.
We're getting really heavy here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're covering a lot.
Bring me boyfriend.
Right?
Boyfriend.
Oh, you want options or you
I want all the
multiple?
men in the land to come before me, and
And
I
you
will
pick
like,
one?
I will go on like little like royal dates with them.
You want?
Whatever.
Wait, I'm sorry. You want like a Sailor Moon bachelorette? Is what you're?
Yeah. And then but I'm queen, so like, yeah, like
Can we make that like your next web series?
yeah, where I'm like the queen, and like a Henry VIII thing where like I'm like, oh, sorry, you were not chosen. And they go off to get guillotined.
Yeah. Wait, I got really excited about that. Sorry, I don't like violence, but that was exciting. I was on the same page with you. That's really
Or
exciting.
I'll imprison them in a tower forever.
Oh, I like that better though. They could be friends.
They could have soup and
They
like.
could have Sue and Philip.
They could be friends with each other in the tower, or like we
Right.
could be
Oh,
friends. Like that's the equivalent
Oh,
of like being like, yeah, I don't want to date you, but we can be friends. You can go to the tower.
You just friend zone a lot of
Friend zone in the tower.
Zone.
It's not prison. It's the friend tower.
We'll have pizza and Netflix sometime.
It's fine. Tacos.
Tacos.
But it's not the future.
That's a hard one.
That is
Yeah.
tough.
I would